Alright guys, so next project is gin poles. I want to build some gin poles for the truck. I'm gonna attempt to do it. I saw one other guy on YouTube try to do it. He posted that he had a failure. I did a lot of research on placement of the pulleys and the pivot points of everything. I really think I have a good chance of making this work. I'm almost 100% positive. So I had some stuff cut out. I drew up and designed some plates. So I bought this at Tractor Supply, this pin. It's an 1.25 inch pin. I had these plates cut out from one of my local welding shops. This is 3/4 inch. This is 1 inch. I got some 1 inch or 1/2 inch plate over there that I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna use that as my base for this. I'm actually gonna cut out of the bed, and then I'm gonna cut out of the bed, set some plate down, weld it up to the cross braces that are on here, and then I'm gonna cut out a smaller piece that'll weld to these, and I'll cut out holes, put bolts, so this can be unbolted and put back in whenever I'm using it and not using it. So the main thing is that this thing can be tore down, removed, and I can do something else. I can put pallets or whatever it may be on here. So that's going to be the next project. Let's go. Alright guys, had to go get a new face shield. This one it's scratched up. I don't know how well you can see that compared to this one. That's brand new. It's scratched up. I can't even, well, you can see through that, but you can't compared to this. So we're gonna junk that one. Yeah, look at that. Simple. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so what I decided is, I was thinking about it. I haven't went and bought my snatch block yet, but I think I am going to move these forward a little bit. What I'm going to do actually on this next one, I cut this with plasma cutter. When I cut these holes out on this next plate, I'm gonna cut it with a torch so I can show you the difference in cuts. So we've got the hole cut out. We've got the hole cut out for this one. So now we can go weld it underneath on both sides. We're ready for that, and we are ready to go ahead and cut these holes with the torch. Actually, I gotta cut that plate over there. I gotta transfer it onto this plate and cut it out. Alright, I don't know, this camera keeps cutting off. I've got this one cut out. I've got this one cut out. I got them lined up. I'm gonna get this one tack welded on real quick, and then I'll get that one tack welded on. So that way I don't lose their position. Alright, so next thing we're gonna do is cut out this 2.5 inch square so I can drop a sleeve down in there. Put the sleeve like this, drop it right down in there, and weld it up to the bracing that goes crossways. Probably run some bracing on this back side long ways so I can make a bracket that'll slide in there that'll hold my my winch. So let's do that. Alright, check this out. I went up to Northern Tool to get a couple snatch blocks. I got 2 of these. They're like 26 bucks. I think they're like 5 ton a piece almost. Then I found this on the shelf. Nothing attached to it. Well, my winch has a hitch attachment, so I can slide my winch in here and I can bolt this to that pole. See how I put this pole in there? I'll cut it to, you know, the height, get everything welded in. That pole's not permanent. I can pull that pole out, and this I can, you know, set in there, put some pins in there, set my hitch in there, and go. Now, as for the snatch block, if I set it somewhere around here, as you can see, I mean, I don't know how well you can tell, but it's actually behind the pin. So it should lift up if I did this right. No, I don't know if I did it right, but we're gonna find out. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna attach this snatch block. All right, so we've got the winch mounted. That's fully welded, top and bottom. The plate's done. I just got to cut this thing. It doesn't need to be that tall. But the winch is mounted. And I think that'll work pretty good. I got the snatch block mounted. And so next thing, I guess, is to bring poles, cut the slits, weld them on, and heat these up and bend them. got this one done. We got this one done. We got our snatch block here, our winch. Now I just gotta hook up something there at the top, hook the snatch block to it, and I think we'll be ready to roll. I don't know where I left off. I'll have to go back and look. I had some camera difficulties and I didn't get to record majority of the rest of this. So I just kind of want to show you everything. Pretty much finished up, just got a little knickknacks to do. But I ended up having to raise the snatch block here. It was just a little too low and I didn't like the design. I like this design because I put in this 2.5-inch receiver, and I can actually make a rack that can go up, so I can carry my lumber, my ladder, stuff like that when this is removed. As you can see, I got these completely welded on all the way. I painted them yesterday. I got all the holes cut and the bolts in. Got the nuts welded in on the bottom side. Don't know how well you'll be able to see that. And got all this painted, or welded and painted. Did the same for this side, I got it all welded up. I got all my nuts on. My bolts, got the nuts welded on, and went and put these hooks on, welded these on. I still need to paint them. I got this chain from some guy local for like 50 bucks. It was like 50 foot of chain. Let's see, 20, 30, no, it was like 35, 40 foot of chain. I had these made. Overkill, definitely overkill. I should have had these made out of like 5/8. This is 3/4 inch rope. Should have had it done out of 5/8. I underestimated how big these were. I've never really had to buy these or deal with these before, but I've got them attached up at the top. I've got that bar in there with my snatch block. that bar is DOM tubing, DOM tubing, which is drawn over mandrel, has no seams, and it is, I think it's 1.5 inch, 1/4 inch wall. So I'm gonna set y'all up so y'all can see how it works. Alright, as y'all can see, it works great, as it doesn't struggle at all. It lifts it right up. Those are 15-foot poles, so at an angle I assume we're 13 foot on top of, you know, with the height of the bed. So I think we're somewhere between 17 18 foot. I just realized that I have my snatch block backwards up there, so I've got to go flip that around. That's no big deal because this whole thing is made to be pulled apart. So this is perfect. It's exactly what I needed. Now I can start recording, moving things around. First thing I think I'm gonna move is my old Yukon. Probably gonna take it to scrap. It's been sitting here since I moved here. It's been 3.5 years or so. And it's a truck I built years and years ago, a bag truck, and just built it so many times I just got tired of it. So it's been sitting since, and I'm gonna pull all the windows, all the glass off of it, anything of importance, and I'm gonna trash it, and I'll record that, and I will show you guys how I bring it back down. And that's how it goes up and down. It works great. I actually have moved one thing with it just to test it out, probably about 500 pounds. So, you know, I know it works great. I think it could, I don't have an idea of how much it can pick up. That's a 10,000 pound winch. I didn't build it specifically to pick up a certain amount of weight, but I did overbuild it so it can pick up a lot on the components I used. Now the truck itself, you know, it probably can't handle too terribly much. So I'm sure we'll find out along the way. So thanks for watching.